Hello, everybody. We are live and we are getting ready to start the live stream from the group today. We are focusing on talking with motivated sellers. Let me give you guys a couple of seconds to join me. I am looking to see who's going to connect tonight for the live stream of the Talking with Motivated Sellers and Talking from Your Script. So let's see who joins us. Feel free to say hi when you connect, guys. I'm looking forward to speaking with you. Let's see who joins us tonight. We are going live for the RIA meetup, and we are hoping that you guys make it on. I'm going to give you another minute or so to join in, and let's see. Let me just send out a quick text for the people that wanted to join. Starting the training, the live training now. Scripts for motivated sellers and team building. Guys, feel free to say hi when you join in so I can see who's on the live with me. Okay, guys, I'm still seeing who is going to join us today. Give me one more. Okay, we'll just start with you guys. I am going to go ahead and get ready to start the training now. So for everybody who's joining me, hey there, Deirdre, I see you. Let's see who else connects with us. Give me a second. Just upload this here. Let's see who connects with us for tonight's training. I'm glad for those that connect and stay connected. We are looking to help you grow your business. This is Wendy Lovejoy. This is the RIA meetup. We're going to be doing a lot more of our trainings only on this platform. And so I encourage you, if you want to get the free trainings, please connect with us here. Feel free to say hi to me if you have a question when we're going or while we're doing this training. You can go ahead and type it in. I'll be happy to answer it. Tonight, we are talking about two different things. We're talking about motivated sellers, and we are talking about building your team. Building your teams. As you grow your business, you definitely want to look at the people that you are working with. I find that was one of the things that was very helpful to me, especially in the beginning stages of real estate investing. And so for those that are new to the group, I have been in real estate since my kids were pretty much in Pampers, and now my kids are in their 30s. So it's been about 30 years. I took off about 9 years or so and got involved in multi-level marketing for a minute and realized that for me, I worked twice as hard and made less money, but I learned a lot from the real estate side of things. With the MLM that I was connected to. I think once you become a person that wants to grow your business, you look at every opportunity to learn from all the things that you were doing. And so I tried to remember how it was when I first got started, how little I knew, because most of the people that connect to me for training are brand spanking new in the business. They've either done a deal or have not done any deals, or they're doing a couple of deals, but they don't have automated systems or anything like that. And so we want to help you to understand real estate investing. And if you're new and you're out there doing it by yourself, it's going to be harder for you because there's so many more people getting involved in real estate right now. People are taking online courses to become real estate agents. People don't have to take any type of a course, but they can call themselves a real estate investor. So you're going to find it a little difficult to succeed because the market is flooded with people who have no clue. And the market is flooded with people who learn one thing or are somebody. You know, there's a lot of people that say they're mentors, but they're not out there doing real estate on a daily. They have come upon a product or something because it's all about selling for a lot of people. So we created the RIA meetup for it not to be a place where we're trying to bombard you and sell you stuff, but to really make it a community where you can ask questions and get answers. And I have people that text me every single day. Somebody texts me and asks me a question about real estate investing. And some of the things I'm very, very happy to answer you. And then some things I'll tell you, you would understand it a lot better if you took a training course. And so I don't want you to ever shy away from doing that because you want to learn to invest time and money in your business. Hi there, Sheena. You want to take time and invest time and money in your business. If you don't, it's going to, hey there, Saul, glad you're on as well. If you don't invest in your business, it's going to be very hard to get others to do it. So don't look at your business as, I have to be a lone ranger. And if you've been following me or connected to me for a minute, you know that I will, yay, class time. I love you, Sahul. You are too much. But guys, you will find that I'm always strong on mindset because for me, one of the things that changed the way I looked at my business is all the mentors I had, Robert Allen, Chuck McGill, Mike Ferry, they all focused first on mindset. And so we want to always get your mind right. You always want to invest in growing your mindset, changing how you think. So tonight, I'm not here to sell you a product. I'm here to just have a conversation with you to make sure that you are looking to run your business like a business. And so the first thing you want to look at is if you have the Yellow Letter Mentoring Workbook, you've seen this chart in it. This is your team building pyramid. I call it the Yellow Letter Mentoring Dream Team Pyramid. And one of the things that I want you to look at in this pyramid is that the top part is you. When I was in multi-level marketing, people would ask me, is that a pyramid? And at first I used to be afraid to answer them because most people have a very negative thought when they think of the word pyramid. But every strong business structure is made in that format, in that platform. You look at politicians, it's somebody at the top. You've got the president, you've got, the Senate, and everything else is under him, and the people are at the bottom. And so it doesn't make it that because the people at the bottom are your weakest link. but you at the top are the strongest part of your foundation. And so you want to stop looking at yourself as less than. And I want you to look at yourself as the most valuable player on your team. And you want to invest money and time in your most valuable player, which is you. So when you take time to get on trainings like this, you're investing in yourself. When you take the time to get off the training and implement something you've learned, you're investing in yourself. When you buy a book, when you buy a training course and you do what is in that to grow your business, you're not investing in the person that wrote the book. You're not investing in the person whose program you're connecting to. You're investing in growing your business. And so you want to take on the mindset that I have to do all that I can to make sure that my number one team player, which is myself, is looked at as valuable. So I need to change my thinking, because when people get into real estate, the first thing is they don't even know what they don't know. They don't know what they need to know. They don't know what they need to still learn. You learn as you keep going, but you got to keep going. And I'm a strong believer in teaching people as they need to learn it. Even though in most of our courses, you get a workbook or something, or videos or ebooks, but you still need to have connections to learn information as you need it. Everybody does not have the same why. Everybody does not have the same motivation. Everybody does not want to make the same kind of money, but everybody learns as they go. Even myself, being in the business and considered a person that's an expert in the business, I still learn things. So I invested mentors and things of that, and then I bring that information to you guys. But whenever I invest in a mentor, whatever they tell me, I get something that I've learned from them. And then once it becomes a habit in me, then I know I've truly learned it. So I want to encourage you to make it a habit of investing in yourself. One of the other ways to invest in yourself is to create a schedule. And in that schedule, put time in your schedule where you're going to upgrade your mindset. You're going to upgrade how you think about yourself and your business. And you're going to connect with a mentor and invest time with them. However you invest that time, whether that time is, talking with them on the phone, texting with them, getting emails, social media connections, whatever it may be, you want to make sure that you and that person connect on a daily. Hi there, Corey and Manuel. I see you guys. Welcome to the training tonight. And I encourage you to take notes, to always come to the training with a pen and a piece of paper, because some things will seem like they're not important to you, and then you'll get off the call and say, oh, I remember she said this. So you want to make sure that you're building your business to be a business. You don't want to be fly by night. And I've been in the industry, raised my children in this industry, took care of my mom from this industry, even helped my grandmother in the village in South Africa from this industry. So I know real estate investing, real estate as an agent, broker, it works. But you have to learn to keep growing and keep transforming. And you have to see yourself as a business owner. You have to see yourself as the most valuable player on your team. Your coach is not your most valuable player. Your whatever your why is, your sellers are not your most valuable player. You are, and you have to learn to juggle all of that. Now, your coach is needed so they can mentor and guide you. So again, if you look at this pyramid, and if you are in the Yellow Letter Mentoring program, you have this pyramid in your workbook. The first thing you want to do is make sure that you are personally growing. You are investing in personal growth. You want to get educated in the business. You don't want to just get in and say, ooh, I want to get my first check. You want to get educated. You want to look at yourself and say, I need to learn the industry. I need to learn, what's going to work, and create a system. Many people get started and they get some deals because they joined, a program, or they got a tool. Like most people send me these different tools they're on, and this is how I get my leads. And well, without those tools, you don't know what you're doing. And so I like to train people to work and grow their business from basic money generating activities. Then one of the things you want to look at after you being at the top of the pyramid, then you want to look at the second part of your team, is the people you will need to grow your business, like the realtor, the lenders, the contractors, the wholesalers, which are cash buyers, and other like inspectors, appraisers, everything that it takes to do a real estate deal. These are also people that you don't want to look at as, oh, that's that real estate agent. No, they're partners with you in growing your business. So right after you want to look at a mentor or a coach or an educational program. And then under that, you want to look at the people that are going to help you grow your business. Some people are lucky enough to have more than one really great mentor. And I appreciate people like Saul and Sheena. They reach out. There's a lot of people that are in the Yellow Letter, in the RIA, that have taken one program or another. And years later, they're still coming to me and saying, would you this, and how can you that? And we continue to give them help. But you want to look at people like real estate agents, lenders, hard money lenders, other wholesalers, cash buyers, appraisers, contractors. All of these people are business partners. They're business partners. They're helping you to grow your business. They're not working against you. Hey there, dude. They're not working against you. And so you don't want to treat them like the enemy. You don't want to treat them like, you have to stain for them. You don't want to spend your time complaining and gossiping about them. You want to focus on, if this person doesn't work for me, who do I need to find? And sometimes people don't work for you because you have not grown to the level that you need to grow. So one of the ways that we help you with that is we get you to understand that you have to learn to speak to people in their language, not yours. When you're building your team, you have different team players on your team. And so you want to make sure that you speak to them in their language. Find out what motivates them to do what they do to help you grow. When I have an agent working with me, I want to know, do they have kids? So I can ask about the kids. If they have a spouse, I can ask about the spouse. I don't look at it like, oh, I only want to talk to you when I need comps, or when I have an agent that I need to, when I need to grow. So you want to make sure that you are talking to motivated people, and you're looking to build your team with the best you can find, not the weakest link, because it's just going to make it harder for you. And reading is really, really good. And that's one of the books that I've read a lot too, the 48 Laws of Power. But I promise you guys, you want to read a lot, and you want to implement. You want to implement. Even when I read the 48 Laws of Power, I will focus on a different law and make that part of my person. Once you get your team growing, because see, the thing is, when you want to close a lot more deals, you want a good team with you. If you're trying to do it by yourself, you're going to leave a lot of money on the table. So pay attention. Talk to the people that are agents in your community and see what they're doing. If you're an agent, you should be talking to a lot more cash buyers, finding out what kind of deals they're looking for, and then get online and try to find them stuff. You'd be surprised how much good inventory is on MLS. So start creating your own business, and then you will weed out the cash buyers that are wasting your time, and then the ones that will continue to get deals from you all the time and will close in the time frame you're looking for. You need, attorneys, title companies. All of these are part of your team. Again, you want to look at them as part of your team. The third thing you want to look at is your sellers. Your sellers are at the bottom. They're at the bottom. They're the biggest chunk of your business, is learning how to find and speak to motivated sellers. You don't want just any sellers. You're looking for motivated sellers. You're always looking for motivated sellers. So one of the things I like to do when I'm speaking to motivated sellers is I don't answer my phone all the time. I don't act like, I'm sitting there just thirsty for a motivated seller to find me. You want to first market yourself so that you're attracting motivated sellers. So you want to market yourself to attract motivated sellers. And one of the ways to do that is to make sure that you are, even on social media, are you posting? Not every single post should be about your real estate. Some of your posts should be about you, personal stuff, not so personal that you give out your address and, your all these personal things, but people don't mind seeing you at a restaurant when COVID is not as rampant as it is, or seeing you even getting your cleaners. Whatever it is, people want to see that side of you. But for every 3 to 5 posts you put that are personal, you want to put 3 posts about your business. You don't want to make it 50-50. You don't want to put 3 posts about yourself and 3 posts about your business. If you do 3 posts about yourself, put 2 or 1 about your business. But if nobody knows you're in real estate, you're not going to attract people to want to talk to you. You got to get to the point where people know you as the real estate investor or the real estate agent, that you are the local superstar in your area as a real estate person. And that comes by you promoting yourself and branding yourself. One of the first things I did when I started in real estate, I put on everything the real estate lady. And so I would go to church and people would say, oh yeah, your mom's the real estate lady. When my kids would go to school, or when I'd show up at their school, they say, there goes your mom, the real estate lady. So you got to make it synonymous that people know you as the real estate person. And you want to understand that you will learn the business as you keep going. You want them to know that you're in the business as you keep going. People have to know that you are the person who is the real estate investor. Don't be afraid to say, I am a real estate investor, but you don't want to say it in a way like you're just focused on, I got to get money. I got to get money. You want to put it out there because you're fishing. You're not a shark trying to get people. You're just fishing for deals. You're fishing. And of course, most people have a system where they get their leads from. So we don't even have to talk about that. You should have leads that you're promoting to, of motivated sellers, vacant, or abandoned, or tired investors, or bored investors, people that no longer want to do this but may have a lot of properties. And I shared with you guys, I had done a marketing, and one of the ladies that called me back left me a message, and then I called her back and she was like, well, I don't want to sell my house. And, I don't know, I get tired of you real estate people wanting to, buy our house, get our houses cheap. If you could afford it, you wouldn't be trying to pretty much steal it from me. And I let her go on and on and on for about 5 minutes saying why she didn't want to sell. And I said, but ma'am, you're judging me and you don't even know. I'm really looking for a home in that area. I'm looking to buy a property in that area. And I didn't say I'm going to move into the home. I said, I'm looking for a property in that area. And I said, and I'm going to pay a fair price. I want us to be fair with each other. And she said, oh, well, that's different. And then she began to tell me she had been investing for about 50 years and owned over 200 properties. And she was looking to get rid of a couple of them. And so she ended up giving me those addresses. So scripts and dialogues are the next thing you want to focus on, learning to speak to people and not getting caught up or getting afraid. When I first started in real estate, I didn't know how to speak to any of the sellers when they called me. It was nerve-wracking, but by constantly speaking to them, now I can speak to any seller in any neighborhood, any price point, and I'm not afraid because, again, I use the same scripts that I share with you guys, but I've been using them so long that they're second nature to me now. And so we give you this worksheet and encourage you to start with worksheets because you have something you're practicing. Your brain spanking, I would encourage you to make copies of the worksheets and have them so that you can talk to sellers. You can talk to sellers and fill out the information. Some people will not be ready to work with you right now. They'll be ready later on. And so you want to fill out the information until it becomes second nature. I talk to a lot of sellers and I'm always marketing for even more sellers. And okay, Facebook user, okay, that's Sheena, please elaborate. Yes, so I talk to a lot of sellers all the time, but I'm also promoting and branding myself to speak to sellers. I share with you guys, even if I go to Walmart and somebody starts a conversation, somewhere or another, I'm going to bring in real estate. And I'm not going to say, hey, I'm an investor, you want to buy or sell, or anybody in the area looking to buy or sell. You do it in a conversation manner. But in the beginning, hi there from Los Angeles. So in the beginning, you want to make sure that you are taking this information and you are using the worksheets. Until you keep speaking to sellers, you're not going to do a lot of deals. So when the seller is talking to you and they're ranting and raving, or they've had an issue. I know some of my people on the program, you're dealing with expired listings. These are people that were looking to sell a home and it didn't sell, and now they're going to be irate. Some of them are not going to answer you right away because they're in a mindset of, well, you didn't sell my house when it was listed before. Why should I list with you now? You want to learn to answer all these questions. And here's one of the ways I learned to answer questions is whenever a seller would give me an objection and I didn't have an answer right then and there, I would leave the seller and I would go and write down 5 to 10 ways I could answer that the next time. So if they said, well, you didn't sell my house before, then I would give myself 10 answers, minimum of 5. Or if they said, why should I list with you? You're like every other agent. Then I began to write what made me different. Everybody's a real estate investor. Everybody's a real estate agent. But what makes you different? First, you want what makes you the same. Everybody can say we can pay cash for your home. Everybody can say, okay, Saul, let's focus on the training. Okay, I want you to really take on this information. And then when we're over, you can go ahead and, because if you're focusing, guys, on like I'm on a training right now with Les Brown, and he'll tell us that if you're focusing on answering everything, you're not taking in information. So I want you to really just take on the information. Hi there, Manuel. I see you as well. So I want you to take on the information, because this is what's going to help you when you leave here, knowing and having the information. Okay. So you want to talk to a lot of sellers, but you want to first put to yourself what makes you similar to everybody. If you're an investor, well, what makes you similar to the other investors? We all can pay cash for homes. We all can, sell a contract. Only an agent can sell a home. An investor sells the contract. Some of us want to fix and flip. What makes you similar? And then add at least 5 things that makes you different. So when your phone rings, you don't get nervous. This is why I like people to leave me a message, because then I know what's their mindset. But if you want to really be bold, have one of these worksheets with you and answer the phone when they call you. And let's say a seller calls you, and this is the first call you've ever gotten. You want to say, hi, Mr. and Mrs. Seller. Or they'll call and say, hey, I got your postcard, I got your letter, and what makes you think I want to sell my home? Or no, I had a gentleman the other day, he called me 3-4 times and answered the phone at one time, and then he said, I'm calling about the letter I got from you. And I said, sir, let me call you back. I'm driving at the moment. I'm not at a stable place, so I would love to get your information, but it's hard for me to talk right now, so let me give you a call back. He said, okay. I didn't call him back till the next day, and when I called him back, he was saying, he described his home, told me everything where his home was located, but he says, I'm not looking to sell now. I may sell in a year from now. I said, no problem, Rode. Put that worksheet in one of my binders. Now, there's different ways of keeping this information. If you're tech savvy, you want to invest in the CRMs. You might even have enough finances to get a personal assistant or a virtual assistant to do that part for you. But in the beginning, I encourage you to do everything yourself, so you can learn the areas that you're very strong at, and then look at the areas where you are not as strong. Okay, so you're building your business with motivated sellers. And what is a motivated seller? A motivated seller is somebody that has to sell now or within a week, but definitely under 30 days. Motivated sellers, they have to sell. It's not that they want to sell. They're in a position where they have to sell. I have another situation where the person, I sent them a letter, and I noticed that in my list, the list I invested in, they had about 10 different addresses. So I sent them a letter. Sometimes I'll send to all 10, sometimes I'll send to one. And I sent them the letter, and they responded and said, I definitely want to sell all 10 of my units. And I said, that's great. I'm interested in buying. And so then you put the contract together and you wholesale it. But I was not afraid to speak to them. And I asked the same questions. Why are you selling it now? What are you looking to do with the financing? What's great about the property? What was the issues with the property? What is it that's making you, look at selling now? Are you selling all of them? Do you, you want to talk like a conversation? Again, from this worksheet, you don't necessarily have to go work question for question. You can come back as long as you fill in the information. You need to know how many bedrooms the place is, how many bathrooms, what's the square footage, what area of town it's in.